Students, today I am going to discuss some objective bits regarding depression in freezing point and osmotic pressure. Okay? So first coming to depression in freezing point. So first bit. When mercuric iodide is added to the aqueous solution of potassium iodide. A. Freezing point raised. B. Freezing point is lowered. C. Freezing point does not change. And D. Boiling point does not change. So here question is mercuric iodide is added to the aqueous solution of potassium iodide. So then what is the reaction takes place between mercuric iodide and potassium iodide? Let us see that first. So potassium iodide reacts with mercuric iodide. Okay. Here we get a complex K2HgI4. Okay. So this is the reaction takes place between potassium iodide and mercuric iodide, and after the reaction we get a product in the form of coordination complex. So coming to reactants, here potassium iodide having two particles in it. One is potassium and another one is iodide ion. And mercuric iodide having three particles, three ions. Mercury ions, Hg2 plus ions and 2 iodide ions. So totally 5 ions are present at the reactant site. Then these two reactants combine to form the product, which is in the form of coordination complex. So this coordination complex is named as potassium tetrahydrohydrogenate 2. Okay. So this is the coordination complex, potassium tetrahydrohydrogenate 2. So it contains 3 ions, 2 potassium ions, okay, and 1 coordination complex ion, coordination sphere ion, okay. So Hg(I4) 2 minus ion, okay. So here only 3 ions are formed in the solution. So number of ions gets decreased. Number of ions gets decreased in the solution. So freezing point of the solution. Freezing point inversely proportional to number of particles. Okay. So freezing point is inversely proportional to number of particles or concentration of the ions. So here in the solution, number of particles gets decreases. When number of particles decreases, freezing point automatically gets increases. So here when mercuric iodide is added to the aqueous solution of potassium iodide, freezing point rises. Okay, this is the correct option. Next, in the depression of freezing point experiment, it is found that vapor pressure of solution is less than that of pure solvent and vapor pressure of solution is more than that of pure solvent. Only solute molecules get solidified at freezing point. Only solvent molecules get solidified at freezing point. This is purely concept basis. Okay. So depression in freezing point. So here for pure solvent, freezing point is always more. Okay. Why? Because solution contains non-volatile solute particles in it. So that's why its freezing point is always less than that of the solution, pure solvent. Okay. So solution freezing point is always less than that of the pure solvent. Why? Because vapor pressure of the solution gets decreases with the addition of non-volatile solute. Okay. So vapor pressure of solution is less than that of pure solvent. This is correct option. And one more option is also there. Here in freezing point, only solvent molecules get solidified, not the solute molecules. We have already discussed about this concept. Okay. So here two options are correct. Vapor pressure of solution is less than that of pure solvent, and only solvent molecules get solidified at freezing point. So option 3 is correct. Both A and D, these two are correct options regarding this. Okay. Next, third one. During depression of freezing point in a solution, the following are in equilibrium. So, in depression in freezing point, so already here one point is there. Only solvent molecules get solidified at freezing point. So, solvent molecules, liquid solvent and solid solvent, both are in equilibrium at freezing point. This is also concept basis mark. Okay. So here during depression in freezing point in a solution, here liquid solvent and solid solvent both are in equilibrium with each other. Okay. So this is the correct option. Next, freezing point of equimolar aqueous solution will be highest for. So out of these four options, which one having highest freezing point? Okay. So here I have already told freezing point is inversely proportional to number of particles. Okay. So here freezing point that depends upon the number of particles present in the solution. Then coming to this option C6H5NS3Cl. Okay. Anilinium chloride. This is called anilinium chloride. So anilinium chloride having two ions in it, C6H5NS3 plus and Cl minus. Next, calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate having three ions, one calcium ion and two nitrate ions. And lanthanum nitrate, this one also having four ions. One is lanthanum ion and three are nitrate ions. But coming to glucose, here glucose no ionization takes place. Okay. So here freezing point is inversely proportional to number of particles. Okay. So lesser the number of particles, greater is the freezing point. Okay. So here the freezing point of equimolar aqueous solution will be highest for all these components having same concentration. Equimolar concentration is same. Okay. But differ in the production of ions in the solution. First one having 2 ions, second one having 3 ions, third one having 4 ions. And for coming to last option, there is no ionization. So only one particle, one component substance is there. No particles are there. Okay. Why? Because it does not undergoes ionization. So that's why lesser the number of particles, greater is the freezing point. That's why glucose shows the highest freezing point. So this is the correct option. Okay. Next, the molar freezing constant of water is 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole. And therefore, the freezing point of 0.1 m NaCl solution in water is. Okay. So here different options are there. Minus 1.86 degrees centigrade, minus 0.186 degrees centigrade, and minus 0.372 degrees centigrade, and plus 0.372 degrees centigrade. Okay. So here formula is T naught F minus Tf is equal to I into Kf into M. Okay. So here T naught F, T naught F, freezing point of water is 0 degree centigrade. Okay. Then TF we have to calculate now. I is number of particles. NaCl having 2 particles. Kf value 1.86. 0.1 m. Okay. So we get 0 minus TF, that is equal to 0.372. Okay. And TF is equal to minus 0.372 degrees centigrade. Okay. So option C.